Welcome, welcome. I'm so sorry, first of all, for the little delay, having to do the technical support here. I had some stuff as well as the glam squat, or lack thereof. But anyway, welcome. We are at, oh my gosh, it's number 5 of the Summer Dinner Rhythms cooking series. So what the Summer Dinner Rhythm is, if you're unsure of it, is the system I created to help make organized, nourishing dinners during the summertime. And I created it because I feel like during the summer we tend to break from routine, and sometimes dinner falls off the priority list. When having dinner at home, it's such an opportunity for connection and calmness, and yes, it's very healthy as well. So anyway, but I understand it's hard with the execution, so I just wanted to create a system that is organized, and to help support the system, I am doing these lives all week long, and we are almost done. So just to recap, so Sunday we started and we had a little bit of a prep. It was only about 20 minutes, so Sunday prep, because another thing, the system is, it's designed around summer living, and I don't want to have all day summer Sunday prep. I actually never want to, but especially during the summertime. So that is another part of the system, is that we don't have this long summer to do meal prep. And so then that was Sunday. Then Monday we did Mediterranean Monday. Then Tuesday we did Taco Tuesday, and then yesterday we did McLyndsay, or Enter Your Own Surname. So we've had 3 full nights of fresh dinners, and that is a huge accomplishment for a working person. Like, it really is. And I want to remind everyone that is watching that I am a working person too. I go to the office just like you guys, so I really am doing this in real time. In fact, today it was one of the days I encouraged grocery shopping, and I did go grocery shopping after work. Yes. So when I was creating the system, I originally had this to be all themes during the whole week, but the problem is one, I wanted to figure out when to do grocery shopping, because I didn't want to force everybody to do grocery shopping and have this huge night of cooking. So I thought, well, especially too, as I was going through it, I realized my fridge is full of leftovers. Like, I got something left over right now, and it's like, so let's use that. So that is what Thursday is. That's why Thursday is called remix night. So we're remixing, we're taking whatever's left over from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and we're just putting it all together. So I mean, this is real time, this is real life, this is in support of you. And honestly, my whole day I've carried this energy of reset. I mean, I started this morning with my workout at the gym. It was all about my accessory muscles, my inner and outer thighs, my hips, my post delts, my obliques, stuff that doesn't get the primary care, but I just felt like it needed that little care today. It needed that little revision. It was dishwasher, laundry, grocery shopping. It is a reset day. I do whatever I can to tidy my apartment, so the weekend it's like ready to be clean and everything like that for me to be hanging out. So anyway, so yeah, basically we're just putting leftovers from this week's dinner into one. And I just think this is hugely realistic. I think this is a great idea for you to do, to have that day on Thursday, that, hey, it's going to be leftover day, and I think it's going to give you a lot of calm as well. First thing I'm going to do, I didn't do it yet, is I'm going to put my oven on. Usually the way the flow goes is we start with the longest cooking time of that day. But I'm not doing that. I'm actually doing the longest cooking time for tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm going to be having some tofu as part of my Lux plate. So I marinated this tofu yesterday. Part of the system is you always do a little bit of prep ahead of time, and this is going to help for my momentum, calmness. You'll see. All right, so I have this tofu. We pressed it on Sunday, then I marinated it yesterday with all different kinds of sauces and stuff. All the recipes are in the PDF, or you can just rewatch. And I'm going to get myself a little bit of baking sheet. All right. I highly suggest like little baking sheets. They are so perfect for things like this. And they don't take up a lot of space. Just gonna cover it with some parchment paper. Parchment paper? Oh my god, I cannot start doing that. All right, this guy, he's very lubricated. And I'm just gonna pour a little bit on top. And this is going to bake for an hour and then some. So this might not, it probably won't finish during this live, but it's for tomorrow, but at least show you like what it looks like after like it's been cooked a little bit. Okay, so I'm just gonna wait. Honestly, I don't even wait for the oven to get heat up all the way. Sometimes I just go ahead and like, I'll put it in there. All right, so that is that. So the way I see it is, I'm going to show you what I pulled from my refrigerator already, what I found from this week that I'm using. Because you can't see the refrigerator. I mean, it's really important for me to do this all in like real time, but you guys can't see my refrigerator anyway, so we're just going to do it like this. Just got to clean my bag. Okay. So what we're going to be using is, from Mediterranean Monday, we're going to be using some parsley. I just pulled out some fresh like arugula, some of the sandwich bread croutons, and because they were such a hit, we're going to bring back the olives. And because I love olives. So that's what we're going to be pulling from that day. And then from Taco Tuesday, we're going to bring back our salsa, pico de gallo, whatever you call it, refried beans, and our peppers and onions. Also bringing back the bracelets. I did that as well. I like kind of put together like these shorts I wore on Sunday prep, this Taco Tuesday, earrings were yesterday. Okay, anyway, enough about that. And then from yesterday, Mediterranean Monday, I'm going to be doing the zucchini and summer squash peels and the dill, and we're gonna be putting that all together. But I love to just, even though we're gonna be using all leftovers, I do love to add a little something new, something fresh, just like this blue top. So I mentioned yesterday I was gonna do eggs, and that is what I'm gonna do, because eggs are something, I just love eggs. And honestly, like, I feel eggs are very gentle, and that's what I'm feeling tonight. I'm feeling like a gentle meal. So I'm gonna get my pan out. I'm gonna start heating it up. I'm gonna put on a low heat right now because I have to mix my eggs. So let me get. All right. Hopefully you guys will be okay with this. But I'm using some egg whites, a carton of egg whites, because I need a lot of, and I use a half a carton of this. I feel like I need a lot of protein. I know it's, right now it's like the 30 grams and everything. Wow, I got a call. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. But I need a lot of protein. But I got protein in my refried beans. But I find that I like a lot of the egg whites and everything like that. And now I'm going to use one whole egg, which I have these gorgeous fresh eggs from my neighbors, Kenny and April. They raise their own chickens and ducks, so they give me eggs. I'm so lucky. And these things make me so happy. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. All right. Such a gorgeous looking yolk. Oh my goodness. All right. Okay. Right. Thursday's such an interesting day. It's like, it's not yet the weekend, but we kind of wish it was. For some of you, it might be the weekend. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to use chopsticks to mix it. Chef Ming said to do this, so I'll do it. You could always just use a whisk or a fork, and I'll be honest, when I'm not doing this on camera, I'm usually just pouring the container like right into the pan and the yolk, and I just mix it inside on the pan. Okay, that's good. All right, I need to just add a little bit of oil to this. Sometimes I'll add coconut oil, but I'm just going to add regular oil. And as I mentioned, it's on a low heat. I'm going to turn it up to 4, but then I always cook my eggs on low heat. I just learned about that in the last like few years, and I was told that's, I don't know, I watched something that's like, that's how you're supposed to do it, and I didn't. It wasn't influenced with a chef. All right, so let's just start putting together like all our leftovers. We're gonna be having to heat these up. So I want to do a bowl situation here. So I'm going to grab one of my big bowls. This is a very big one. Just kind of monitor this. Okay, sometimes I might need to heat it up. Okay, so a huge bowl right here, and what I want to do is I'm going to heat up, this is my summer squash zucchini peels that are just softened with like water. Then I'm going to add, this is bell peppers and onions. Add some of that. I still have some of that left over. And then the refried beans. Those are the things I'm going to heat up. Okay, and yep, big healthy scooping of this. Could use some fiber, this will be good. Okay. Now I'm just gonna microwave this, okay? And my microwave is behind camera. So I will be right back. Just a couple, I might just put it for a couple of minutes, only because I have a very low powered microwave. Okay. Just move this down here. Perfect. Okay. Just like some greenery to like in the picture, especially since I'll do that. Move this over here. That means my oven's ready. I'm sure you guys like have that. Okay. And I'm just going to, I just want to spread this to coat my pan. And it is really hot, so I'm going to turn it down to 2. 2 is really low. Because I don't want it to like, what I don't want, as soon as I have the eggs to hit, I don't want it to just start cooking like right away. I can still hear it a little bit, so I'm just going to kind of just wait a little bit. Just cover this up. So yeah, Thursday's all about just low cooking, low cleanup, everything. And I don't think it's wrong to use leftovers. And I think it's fun too, because you mix and match things that you never would before. So you might learn that you like a combination that you never, like I said, like you never thought you would like before. Okay, so I'm gonna put my eggs on my pan now, because I think it's like load up. Alright, let me get my microwave, it went off, so let me go get that. Alright. Okay. So, in my bowl, it's looking good already, right? I mean, wait till you see it at the end, and Yeah, it's gonna be good. But I love the fact that we're doing something fresh. All right, so something that wasn't in the system, but I'm going to do because tomorrow I am making sun-dried tomato hummus, and I'd love to add some roasted garlic. So since I already have my oven on, I want to take advantage of that because during the summertime is probably the least time I want to have the oven. Like during the winter, I love having an oven on because it's like a heater, but now it's hot. So I know I wouldn't mind having some roasted garlic. So roasted garlic, just cut off the top there. I don't have aluminum foil, but I use parchment paper, and usually I do this in the air fryer, and it's like a lot faster. So we'll see how it is. We'll see how it is in the oven. So I'm gonna get my parchment paper, and then you just want to pour a little bit of olive oil to cover the clothes, and then I'm gonna put it down, and then I'm just gonna kind of wrap it up in this thing, like pick it with a cover, like a blanket type of thing. Yep, just like that, and then I'm gonna put it in the oven. And I'm gonna get my, let's see, I do want to put it on a pan though. I like to sit it out there, so I have another little pan that I'm just gonna put it in. And I'll just put it right beside. Okay, that was great. Just do that again. Anyway, all right. So let's see what my eggs are doing. Yeah, see, this is what I like. I like slow, like pillow pieces. Looks good. All right. Yep, nice and slow and low. It's like your eggs, they're cooking them just a lot more gently, and they're just not gonna, they're not gonna burn or anything. Not gonna brown. Just gonna always be this pretty yellow. All right. Yeah. So tomorrow is just kind of doing like a charcuterie board inspired kind of dish for tomorrow, because I wanted to do every weekday. That was really important. And I know a lot of people, could like Friday could be a night out to eat, but there's, some that aren't. Maybe you're just going out for drinks or a show or something. So the idea of the charcuterie board is like a grazing type of thing, like a grazing board. So maybe you kind of like eat it as you get ready, or I don't know. Maybe it's just to making Friday night sexy at home. I don't know. Okay, so the eggs are ready. Just looks really nice and fresh. And of course I have beautiful fresh egg from my neighbors. Hey B, how are you? I miss you. Thank you for downloading the PDF. I hope you're enjoying this. I know, I'm like, oh. I miss Myrtle Beach. I do a lot. I miss the people. I miss the people. Anyway. All right, so I put all those eggs. Like I said, I need a lot of protein. I need a lot of protein. So I put those eggs. So right now we have the summer squash and the zucchini ribbons from yesterday. We have the peppers and onions from Taco Tuesday. And we have the refried beans from Taco Tuesday as well. And then we have our eggs. Jimmy's on. You came in. I got them. I brought them for you. But actually, I brought them for me too, because I love olives. I love olives. All right. So we're almost like finishing up. There's not a lot to today. It's just this remix day. I know, it was even me coming in tonight. I was like, I really don't have much exciting things, but part of the system is I really wanted to make it, realistic. Oh, I have 7 eggs. Oh, nice. I know these eggs that oh man, Kenny and April gave me. Oh, they're so delicious. And I really was thinking about doing chickens this year because I was like, maybe I'll have a chicken coop and stuff. And I just, all the yard work took over. And then the fact is my neighbor just gave me eggs. But I don't know, I thought it would be cute to have like chickens and to go out there, and I don't know. I was really thinking it. I was really feeling that chicken vibe. And then there's a chicken coop builder across the street from my dad, so who knows, maybe eventually. But I like the idea of it. And I don't know. I definitely love having fresh eggs. I probably should have made all tonight with the fresh eggs, but I also wanted to be real, and again, I'm showing things that are super convenient and everything, which is my egg beater cartons from Costco. So, alright, so this is just some arugula from, well, this is from my garden as well, so yes, this is from my garden. This is actually from one of my herb containers, so I'm just breaking it up with my hands. I just rather do that. I think for me, breaking up lettuce and greens with your hands, it's just, I love it. It's very, it would take me into those beta waves. Beta waves are like the more common waves. It helps me. I can tell when I would start getting into like flow when I'm doing these, like, which is a real thing anyway, because when I start getting real quiet, but I also don't have anything to say. But anyway, all right, it's looking good. Again, I'm loving these bowls, by the way. Costco, 4 of these bowls for $10. Can't beat that. So we're gonna add, because I have a lot of salsa pico de gallo from Taco Tuesday. I'm going to be adding that as well. Good generous portion. But I imagine I'll be eating that all weekend long. And then we have olives. We have olives. I love olives. And these olives are really good too. I love these Kalamata olives. Oh my gosh, they have so much flavor. And this one isn't bad. Again, I found this at Costco, and the ingredients, it's only Kalamata olives, water, sea salt, organic vinegar, organic extra virgin olive oil. So that is awesome. I love that. I love that ingredient list, and I love these olives. Olive oil is awesome. And anything associated with it is great. So I actually am going to have a generous portion. Go back in there. All right. Then we're going to use our sandwich croutons, which I kind of feel like I need to toast up a little bit. Let me see if I can do that real quick. Okay, don't look at this pan that we just used. Right. So guys, this is remix day, and remix day is just basically using our leftovers, but we're gonna, make them good looking and fun, and see if I can do that. That would be cool if I could air fry, but we're just using our leftovers because we have them, we want to use them. We added one fresh ingredient, which was we cooked some eggs tonight. The way the system is, though, is, it is very that you can do your own thing. I'll just share with it while we're just waiting for those croutons, because once we have the croutons done, I'm just adding some herbs, and honestly, we are going to be done for today. So the way the system is, I base the system, this is just for dinners for the summer, and it's based around themes. I suggest having a theme as a way to provide some direction and organization. And the way I did my themes is I based themes that were supportive of summer vegetables. Because honestly, the meat and the carbs and all that kind of stuff, you can just do, that's kind of more flexible. But the way the system is, this PDF is each day you have different categories say if you did Mediterranean Monday, I share with you different categories that you just kind of just choose from, along with the sauces and dressings, which is the next page, and that goes for every single day. Sorry, it's hard, the thing's like going all over the place. Okay, so the way with the system is that you have themes every day, and then the idea is you start understanding what ingredients go with the theme. You start providing some consistency to that day, and then maybe you just change up an element or two. The way I try to explain it was, hey, maybe Taco Tuesday, you're always going to have your peppers and your onions. That is going to be a mainstay, but then maybe what you want to change is, say 1 week you have salsa, but then maybe the next week you may want to do something different with the salsa. Maybe 1 week you have basic salsa, maybe the next week, hey, let's do a little bit of mango salsa. Maybe one Taco Tuesday you have guacamole. Maybe the next you want to do something with a cheese or a sour cream. You know, it's just, the idea is to start giving yourself some familiarity, some consistency in the kitchen. And then once you have the structure of everything, you can start just being really creative, and it's just about keeping your mind calm and everything. And the way the system is we're cooking dinners that day. We're also doing just a little bit of prep the next day. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday were the days in the kitchen you might be there for an hour. It depends on you know, your kitchen technique style. I know for me, I've been doing these lives, it seems like an hour, but you know, I'm also talking. But then the rest of the week it does start to like taper down, and the idea is so that you don't have all day Sunday prep, because nobody wants to do that during the summer. And yeah, and then sometimes, yeah, you do have to spend a little bit of time in the kitchen. And I do say this is just a dinner system. However, I've been able to pull everything for lunch, and it's good. And I after a while, you really have a rhythm going down, and it just is meant to provide you some sort of organization. Because I just really think sometimes the hardest part about dinner is really not the actual cooking of the dinner. It's deciding of the dinner, you know, and then it's like worrying about the ingredients and food, and just, it's a lot. Okay, so hope I explained that right. I'll probably do a separate video just on that. All right, so now they're nice and warm and fresh again, so we'll add those. I might be doing a live on Sunday to go over these two Saturday loaves I've shared. This is looking good. You guys can, let me move this out of the way, because it seems like it's cut off. So you guys can kind of see it. And then finish off with some fresh herbs. You know, utilize all the freshness of the summer. I mean, at least here in Maryland, I mean, this is really like really time to grow this kind of stuff. I mean, I guess parsley can grow in the winter. I don't know. I haven't gotten there. But just adding this, it just makes a dish feel so alive, and we've already woken things up, woken the croutons back up again. We added the fresh element of the eggs, and this is looking really good. And dill. Let's use 2 different herbs. Another thing is when you do these kind of mix and match days, mix and match might have been a better name as remix, I don't know. Anyway, but when you do this, you start different tastes. You get to see different combinations that you never would have thought of before. Like maybe you would never have thought of putting dill and parsley together, and now you're trying it. And it's a low stakes way, you know, like you weren't committed to anything. And what I have olives and like salsa, like we don't usually add that together. All right. Do I want some fresh lemon? Do I want some spice? I want some spice. Okay, so I'm bringing back the gochujang. Actually, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bring that back, that harissa, because I totally forgot to use it. I totally didn't use it on Monday. On Monday, I thought I used harissa, but I used gochujang. Oh, good. Great. That's awesome. What mountains are you going to? Are you going to Asheville? I think if anything, the way I thought about it is I think before when I was doing my lives, I put like a lot of pressure on myself. And after, I know I always mention him, but he's just been a great influence for me to like start doing these again, is David Chang's Netflix cooking live. Is when I watch it, it's like, I really, I mean, he's got entertainment with it too, because he also has people there, and he's got like comedians. I'm like, oh, that'd be so cool. Like maybe my friends one day will like come here, and like you can help bring the entertainment in. Oh, nice. I've never been there. Boone. Awesome. Well, I'm happy it's gonna help, Barbara. I'm excited to hear that. It makes me feel really good. But when I watch David Chang's when I watch his Netflix, my thing is I never cook anything he cooks, like never, because it's just like way out of my field, out of my apartment kitchen ability. But I always learn from him. I just like one piece of information, and that's something I take with me now. Like when I try to do an online class or go to a seminar, I was like, as long as I get one piece of information, then I think it's very valuable. So I'm going to put less pressure on. Anyway, I don't know. But we have it. We have our dish, and I don't know. I think I'm actually going to take this. So let me see. Can you guys see it? I mean, wow. I mean, could this be possibly the best thing we made all week? Sometimes it's like that, you know? It's like when you just throw things together, and it's like that meal that's not supposed to be like refined or planned or anything. It's like that night out, right? That night out, that spontaneous night out where you're like, you hadn't planned to go out, but your girls are like, let's go, or your boys are like, let's go, and you put on whatever, and you go out and you just have the best time. I don't know, maybe it has to do with expectations. Maybe that's what it is, but anyway, I'm really happy. So that is tonight's dinner, and I think it looks awesome. I just want to check in. So right now in the oven, I do have the tofu that's cooking. That is going to cook for a little bit longer. I cook it for like an hour and then some. And that is going to be for tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be my one vegan meal of the week. So, and I still love to eat that way at times. But yeah, so tomorrow's dinner is like a plate, just in case you guys are all going to be headed out for tomorrow night, which I'm not against going out to eat at all. I think going out to eat is awesome. I love to dress up and try different like restaurants and everything, especially local, especially like small business owned, because as someone who does work for like a small business, I know the heart behind the owner, and the food you get is going to have that heart. Just, maybe you just want to bring your own sea salt and extra virgin olive oil. I know I do at times, or used to. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me for this reset night, and I hope tomorrow is our last day of the Summer Dinner Rhythm series. So I will be back at 6 p.m. Eastern, or 6-ish. Sorry about the late start today. I apologize. But I hope you guys have a great night, and thanks for watching.